Hey there, I'm Frank Mitchell. On this channel, it's all about helping you understand your car and keeping it running the way it should. Whether it's routine maintenance or solving those tricky problems, I've got you covered. If you find this useful, give the video a like, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to watch till the end. You might learn something that saves you time and money. All right, let's get started.
We propose a comparison between a passenger car and an SUV, both electric. Two extremely different vehicles, but that move in the new electric current of the automotive industry, a Tesla Model 3 as one of the compact sedans of reference, and the BMW iX3, the interpretation of an icon as a brand champion for this new stage. Exterior measurements. These two cars are presented as vehicles whose dimensions are close to each other and around 4.7 meters long, with 5-door body in any case. The Tesla Model 3 is 4.69 meters long, 1.85 meters wide, 1.44 meters high, and has a wheelbase of 2.88 meters. The BMW iX3 is 4.73 meters long, 1.89 meters wide, and 1.69 meters tall with a wheelbase of 2.86. Despite their power difference, but as a closer reference, the weight of the Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive Autonomy Plus is 1,747 kg, while the 286 horsepower BMW iX3 does the same at 2,260 kilograms. Interior dimensions. Both electric cars are sold homologated to accommodate a maximum of 5 occupants, but in both models there is the circumstance that the rear center seat is of circumstantial type. This happens because, despite the architecture of both, the Model 3 is a mid-size sedan whose onboard comfort is achieved when up to 4 occupants travel. The same happens with the electric version of the BMW iX3, an SUV of traditional cut that has an optimized cabin as long as the maximum number of allowed seats is not filled. In fact, while this Tesla has just received a slight static update that involves minor changes in its cabin, details such as the dashboard materials or the onboard charger cover, the iX3 presents subtle aesthetic and some functional differences with respect to the already known BMW iX3, but does not show a revolution, not even an evolution, but the adaptation to the qualities of the powertrain and storage system of this car. In the front, the driving position and for the passenger of the Tesla is close to that of a sedan with sporty behavior. In the BMW, the stately seats are focused on driving on asphalt with a slight tolerance to driving on rough terrain, so they have lumbar support in order to contain the possible lateral jolts to delve into broken terrain where the Model 3 could not even look out. While it is true that the Model 3 is correct in its rear seats, it is more comfortable to travel long distances in the BMW iX3, especially in the freedom offered by having pillars more perpendicular to the ground and higher, which offers a dome on the occupants more distance than in the sedan. Trunk. As in most electric vehicles, the Tesla Model 3 has 2 cargo compartments, the main one behind the rear axle and the secondary one in front of the front. Thus, the trunk volume of the Model 3 covers a total of 542 liters, of which 425 are established in the main one. Its shape is practical and allows the insertion and extraction of, for example or maximum, a suitcase of moderately large dimensions, without complications but in a movement parallel to that of the carpet. The trunk of the iX3 has a capacity of 510. Apart from the numerical difference, it is logical to note that the BMW's trunk can accommodate larger items, given the fact that it can carry a larger number of smaller items. Engines and battery. According to the brand's configurators, the following versions of the Tesla Model 3 and BMW iX3 are currently marketed: Tesla Model 3 versions, Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive 238 horsepower Autonomy Plus, Tesla Model 3 all-wheel drive 351 horsepower long range plus Tesla Model 3 all-wheel drive 480 horsepower performance. BMW iX3 versions, BMW iX3 286 HP. The accumulator of the Model 3 rear-wheel drive Autonomy Plus is a battery of 60 kilowatt-hours of useful capacity, while both the all-wheel drive long range and the all-wheel drive performance equip a 75. The iX3 catalog is limited to, for the moment, a single capacitor whose useful capacity is 74 kilowatt-hours. Consumption, range, and electric recharging. The electric consumption of the most efficient Model 3, the rear-wheel drive Autonomy Plus, stands at 14.3 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers. The BMW i3 has an electric consumption of 18.6 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers. The Model 3 with the longest range is the all-wheel drive configuration with a range of 580 kilometers available. For its part, the i3 travels a distance of up to 458 kilometers from one recharge. Power and charging times. Tesla supports a maximum recharging power in direct current of 150 kilowatts and alternating current of 11 kilowatts, and performs a full charge at this power in a time of 8.6 hours. The BMW connected to an electric supply point in direct current is capable of recharging at 150 kilowatts and alternating at 11. The time invested to have the battery fully charged made in a socket with a power of 11 kilowatts would be 7.5 hours. To have 80% charged at 150 kilowatts would take 34 minutes. Prices. According to the prices we present from the CarWow comparator, you can configure your BMW i3 from €72,300 with an average savings of almost €8,000. The price of the cheapest Tesla Model 3 according to the manufacturer's website is the one corresponding to the Autonomy Plus configuration from €45,990. Also, do not forget that, depending on the version of the model chosen, it is possible to increase the discount on the purchase as it is a subsidized car from the Moves 3 plan aids. Conclusion. Despite the fact that they are new electric vehicles, the approach of each of them is diametrically opposed. We find it hard to believe that anyone would consider an electric SUV as an alternative to the Tesla Model 3. In any case, the rival of the BMW i3 could be the brother of the sedan, the Tesla Model X, but for tastes and needs, those who handle each interested. In any case, by configuration and prices, are two cars that should be analyzed in depth and that the choice should be made based on the tastes, needs, and context of each interested. In conclusion, both the Tesla Model 3 and the BMW i3 offer compelling features that cater to different preferences in the electric vehicle market. The Model 3 stands out with its impressive range, cutting-edge technology, and performance, making it a top choice for those seeking a sporty driving experience. On the other hand, the i3 impresses with its luxurious interior, brand heritage, and practicality, appealing to those who prioritize comfort and versatility. Ultimately, the decision between these two vehicles will depend on individual needs and priorities, whether it's performance, technology, or luxury. Thank you for watching, and we hope this comparison helps you make an informed choice.